Good morning, dear participants of the English Writing Challenge. I welcome you and I want to wish you to have an enjoyable, beautiful, educational, and super beneficial journey for you. I want to wish you not only the confidence but also inner self motivation. You need to think why you're doing this, what is your main purpose, what is your goal. And this will definitely spark your inner flame. This will definitely help you on your way to successful completion of the English Writing Challenge. I would love to repeat that English Writing Challenge will last 30 days. You will have 10 tasks, and for each task you will have 3 days in order to complete it. However, if you come across some challenges or you are really lacking the time, you can do it a little bit later. However, if you haven't completed all the tasks until the end of the challenge, you will not be able to participate in the lottery connected with the book Big Magic. By the way, I would love to show it to you just a little second. That's my personal book, but you will have a new one, of course. It's called The Big Magic, and it was written by the Elizabeth Gilbert, one of my favorite writers. Why? Because she writes about creative thinking. She writes a lot about stepping out of your comfort zone and doing things that are not typical for you, and especially how to write the attractive, catching, and gripping stories. Whatever, but writing that in an interesting way. And we have slowly come to the point that I'm going to introduce you the first task. So I want you to write about your perfect writing place. Maybe you already have it, so that's wonderful. If you don't have it, you need to imagine it and you have to describe it for us to feel what kind of atmosphere is really nurturing. So, the questions you're going to answer: how does your perfect writing place look like? Where is it? And what furniture, objects need to be there? Please describe as well the atmosphere and the details connected with this place. I want to ask you to use the present tense. For instance, the place that makes me feel inspired and motivated is a cozy little nook in my kitchen, right on my rocking chair, where I can bundle myself up in a blanket, take a cup of warm tea, and just immerse myself into the imaginary writing world. Then you need to decorate your language. Don't use only the simple things and the simple constructions like there is, there are. This is the place that conveys a sense of peace. So I would recommend you to use these words: calm, probably you know what it means; peaceful, which is synonym to calm; quiet, it's not noisy and nobody's disturbing you; serene. Serene is something like the atmosphere where you are totally into the process of doing something. It's peaceful and quiet, and a little bit of magic in this word as well. If that place is somewhere at nature or in the city, you can write bustling, which means like crowded, a lot of noises, the trams are beeping, the cars are signaling. You can write charming. If it's some piece of a landscape you see in front of yourself, it's beautiful and graceful. Stunning, which means amazing, marvelous. Scenic, the one that looks like in the picture, so nice and beautiful. Picturesque, basically the same. The mountains right behind me are picturesque. They're, they are pretty to look at. For instance, if your perfect place is connected with museums, religious places, or some other outstanding places, you can use these words: interesting, fascinating, which is really capturing, Stimulating. It gives you energy, motivation, dynamics. Intriguing. I'm sure you know. Vibrant. Vibrant is full of life, full of rhythm, movement. If your favorite place or imaginary favorite writing place is a cafe, cafeteria, you can use the following words. Cozy, which means comfortable and convenient to working. Nook, nook, that's the noun, and it means a very cozy place. So cozy place can be substituted with a nook. My favorite nook to write is here and there. The next word is cuddle up. Cuddle up, it means to cuddle yourself with a cat or with a book or with this scarf or just with yourself if you have nobody. Especially if we talk about these cozy places like cafes or even at home. So if it's at home, you can also use the word cuddle up. For home, you can use such vocabulary as magical, which is enchanting or enticing, mystical, and you can use descriptions of the place like there is a dim light, the candle is lit, nobody's talking, and like little details that you notice while you sit there. In order for you to get inspired to write, and especially if you have no idea, so I recommend you to experiment. You have 3 days and you can go to different places and just sit, take a notebook, and just try to feel what kind of atmosphere is really inspiring and is really nurturing. It can be again at home, at nature, in a cafeteria, whatever you choose. So you just come and you try to concentrate on your feelings. What exactly is stimulating in this atmosphere? And just write down your thoughts, and then you can make like a small story. I would love you to start the post with a small introduction about yourself. So write your name, who you are, and whatever you want to say about yourself. And then you can start writing about your perfect writing place. Remember to write paragraphs, to use commas when you are writing, not to use too many the same words like but, also. And all the time check your work. Do not leave it for me to check everything, because then I'm exhausted the whole night writing every word. So be sure that your writing is good and that it's going to be interesting for me and not so scary. And then we can squeeze something nicer out of it after I'm going to read it. Enjoy your task number 1. If you have any questions, please write in the comments or directly to my messages. And I'm always ready to share with you all the tips, all the advice, and answer all the questions. Enjoy! Do. So, and of course, all the time, check it. All the time, check it. Fucking shit.